All right, let's move into our third topic, the Bad Batch Season 2 trailer.
The bad bitches!
I need you to do that for our outro when that show comes out.
Yes. And remember, you're a bad bitch.
What did you think, man?
It got me excited. Like, weirdly. Really excited.
Alex is notorious for absolutely dismantling that show numerous times on this stream, bro.
Bro, the reviews, they're my favorite to watch. Because, because I slaughter the show. Slaughter. I just go in. I have no chill when I talk about that show.
Listen, there was like a period of time, like there was like episode 8, 9, like 10, 7, where Alex was really positive. And then boo, boo.
Boo, boo, get this off of my screen.
It went really
Why am I
downhill.
watching this?
And then also, like, we had guests come on for that, and unfortunately, our guest would always come on during the worst episodes. I'll never forget we had
Word.
Maddie the Archivist on, and it was the bug episode, bro. It was the bug episode with Sid.
We might have to reach out to Maddie to see if he can come on for the Kenobi finale.
Yeah, we'll have to get some people on, for sure. But to get back to the trailer, I enjoyed it too. Listen, I like the show more than Alex. I don't love it, obviously. But you got to give it some time to breathe. Rebels needed some time to breathe. Clone Wars needed some time to breathe.
Rebels
yes.
was good from season 1.
No, it was not. Please stop.
Clone Wars was good from season 1. It wasn't the greatest. Rebels wasn't the greatest from season 1. It was good though. This show was bad.
The problem is, right, it was 2 characters. Like, they did a little thing with Wrecker with the inhibitor chip, and then, like, Tech and Echo were just there, bro.
It's not even that. It was too many episodes. Too much. It was too much. It was too much to get up every Friday to be like,
20 minutes of this.
20 minutes of just the same shit. Oh, guys, we're out of milk. We need to go to this planet to go get some milk for Sid. Oh no, Omega got captured again. We gotta go get Omega again. Oh no, we're gonna run into this guy that we saw in season 2 of the Clone Wars again. Hey, do you guys know who that is?
Cut LeQuain.
Rex.
What about Hera?
Oh yeah, what about this other show that canonically comes 10 years late or 14 years later? It's crazy. That's all I felt like with this show.
Well, we also saw On Free Tar, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just think the show lacked star power.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with that. But
Vader wasn't questioned. Palpatine was like made a brief cameo, but that was honestly like nothing. Like that was if anything a Revenge of the Sith continuation.
Correct.
Like we know he's gonna be the big boy this season, hopefully. Yes.
Well, I unfortunately I think it's just gonna be one scene. I really do. Like I really think because if you see in the background, it's Kamino being destroyed, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just gonna be Imperial propaganda, like him saying, "Yes, we finally destroyed Kamino, the last remnants of the Republic army. We are now going to stormtroopers."
Maybe we'll actually see stormtroopers in the season. We see Delta Squad. I think that's their name.
Yes, we do. We do see Delta Squad, Republic Commandos.
We also see I think he's a myth at this point. We see Commander Cody, but I've never seen
Cody
him.
Twice.
No, I've never seen him.
We literally see him in his armor. It's just I can't find it in the trailer, bro.
I can't find the frame. I went through and tried like slowly going through. And I could not.
I'm gonna find it.
It was awful. I don't think did we get a announcement for when it comes out
this fall.
Oh god damn it.
So probably after Andor.
Oh god damn it. Wait, how can it be this fall?
Okay, what do you mean?
Wait, because Andor's finale takes place on what's it called?
I found him, Alex. I found him. I found him.
Oh my god, what's the timestamp?
34 seconds. It's really quick. I
No
have him
way, no way. It was at 34 seconds.
right here. That's him.
Oh my gosh,
That's him. That's him and Crosshair.
I never saw that frame before.
That's him.
And then there's a time at the end of the trailer also.
I think. Oh, did I just find it?
No.
That's him.
There you go. It's so weird. He looks like he's in stormtrooper armor.
Yeah, that armor looks different than.
I think that is stormtrooper armor. It looks
It
like
is.
stormtrooper and modified clone trooper armor
Than
because you
that
can
armor.
see. Yeah, because look, yeah, you can see his pauldron right there with the thing sticking out, like the thing Commander Vaughn had, or Captain Vaughn had.
So, what do you think's up? What do you think's going on?
Like, what's the plot?
Yeah.
So we know this takes place a few years after the finale of season 1.
Yes, time's passed. I do like the new outfits. I want to mention that.
Yes,
I do like the new
yes.
new fits.
We can see that Omega is definitely sitting into her role as the new crosshair of the group. She's
Right.
a much more proficient shot with her bow, so
Absolutely.
good on her.
I also love the music in this trailer. The Kinder brothers, bro, always killing it with the animation music.
So I'm gonna go for predictions for the plot. I'm gonna go that the Bad Batch is probably out. That probably just doing rebel stuff, whatever Imperials don't like. And then Crosshair is gonna be like, "Hey, that's not good. Stop that. Stop doing that." And then he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get the big dog on you." And you're gonna be like, "Oh, who's the big dog? Is it this Darth Vader?" No, it's Commander Cody.
Yeah,
Wow.
I don't need to see any Inquisitors. Don't need to see that.
It's weird. I think we'll see one. I think we'll see one.
Oh, who? The Grand Inquisitor? No, you know.
No, not the Grand Inquisitor. I think we'll probably see like maybe Trilla. No, I don't know.
The Ninth Sister.
Something. Seventh Sister. Someone. We'll see
Reva.
someone.
Reva as a little child.
Reva as like Reva's like a 13-year-old.
Inquisitor.
You guys are done. Who do you think you are?
No. So obviously Sid's gonna be in the show. Your favorite character, Sid. I think that's for a little bit though. I think they get away from Sid.
Yes, it feels so weird. Their relationship is so abusive. It is like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationship. It's just like you're being abused, but then you just keep going back to the abuse.
They need the money. They need the money.
I know, but it's just like there's just such more reliable places to get money in the galaxy. It's just like go literally anywhere else.
Who's worse, Sid or the guy that Gregor worked for in that dishwasher place in the restaurant?
Gregor, the guy who Gregor worked with, because he literally like brainwashed him basically, and then basically told him that he was a nobody when he was like detecting, like way worse.
Yeah, and also Sid's still sus to me. Sid is still sus. She
I think she's good, but good with quotes around it.
Good with quotation marks.
But like not Empire bad.
No.
I will say I'm not very thrilled that they're bringing Rex back into the action.
So my theory is that Cody is brought in by Crosshair.
Yeah.
Because Crosshair needs to enlist some help to defeat the Bad Batch. Really weird though, especially the way we ended season 1. I felt like they were kind of like not like cool, but they were like, yeah, let's not kill each other anymore.
Yeah, I kind of like a ceasefire, like, hey,
right,
you guys, I'll go this way, you go that way. We didn't see each other. We're going our own separate ways.
I think Cody's gonna convince him to go back after him, and I think with Cody's help, Crosshair and Cody will ultimately push back the Bad Batch, and they'll have problems maneuvering the galaxy. But they will enlist the help of Rex, who will even the odds. And I ultimately think Rex kills Cody, which will be a very sad scene to see. But I think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to be just Rex, though. I think we're going to get Gregor and Wolf. I think we'll get all of them. Get the trio from Rebels.
And I think that's what's going to break Rex. And I think that's when Rex will finally go off and
Yeah.
be with Gregor and Wolf and essentially just drop it all because he's kind of like dropped it all at
Yeah.
this
It's
point.
a weird phenomenon though that many protagonists in Star Wars have. Rex has it, Obi-Wan has it, Luke has it, Yoda
Yoda,
has it, where they all something happens and they're just like, "Yep, we got to go away. Where the
we gotta
galaxy
quit.
is better without us."
Right.
Now, granted, I guess the conversation of, "Oh, well, which who did the exile better?" It's an endless conversation. It's very common in Star Wars though, which I find very weird. Very
Star
weird.
Wars, man. Star Wars got a lot of common tropes, and I don't mind. I mean, it would make a lot of sense to me that Rex is like so traumatized from having to kill Cody that
Cody.
like he'd have to like
I
go
mean,
into exile.
yeah. I mean, again, we talked about it either last show or the show before that. I mean, you got to think. Yes, they were separate. Excuse me, separate legions with the 212th and the 501st, and they were basically one legion.
Wherever the
Like,
212th was, the 501st was, and vice versa.
yeah, like Umbara, the one place in season 7,
Christophsis, basically.
Christophsis, like yeah, like they were everywhere together. Like again,
Geonosis.
yeah, like again, they say that Anakin was the leader of the 501st and Obi-Wan was the leader of the 212. But I think it's pretty easy to see that like they led each other's legions multiple times.
Right.
And so it's a thing that like yeah, I think that's where I was going to was that I think we're going to be leading to a point where you know, we could be looking at the maybe in a finale set in a scene where Rex kills Cody. I will say this. I worry about that happening in the show just because it kind of feels like I would rather want to talk about that than the Bad Batch. But
Right. That kind of overshadows them. Yeah.
then again, we've had shows like Book of Boba Fett where Boba Fett wasn't in like 3 of the episodes. So
Correct.
Star Wars is, and more specifically Disney Plus Star Wars, not very new to overshadowing its main characters. So yeah, I agree. I think that's where the story is going to go. Sorry, I'm a bit shaken still, but yeah, I'm looking again weirdly looking forward to Bad Batch season 2. It's so
Now,
weird.
we haven't touched on Gunji.
Oh my god! Jeez, I forgot what was in the trailer. Yes. Do you think
Super
all of them
excited for that.
survived? Do you think
No.
they all survived? Oh, that'd be so
No.
sad if only Gunji survived.
I think it's only Gunji because I think Gunji's just the cutest, bro. He's just the purest. I love that man.
I think they all survive, and I think they were the ones that took Grogu, which I'm very nervous about them showing Grogu in the series.
That's really good because remember way back when we used to talk about leaks and stuff, it was thought that Grogu was going to be seen in the Bad Batch. Now maybe they were working on season 2 way back then,
Yeah.
and that's it. I don't know if I would like younglings taking Grogu, but it would make the most sense. It would just make more
It's
sense.
it's weird because I feel the same way about like that you're feeling right now about this, like how I did with Luke and the Mandalorian. How I was just like, oh, I don't want it to be Luke, but it makes just so much story sense. And now, hey, that's what
Because I'd feel weird if it was like Mace Windu before he went.
Yeah, there's just too much. That's just like
Yoda. Why would Yoda? Why?
Yeah, like, and also that it's also very depicted that this was happening during like that stuff in Book of Boba Fett when Luke peers into his memories. It's very obvious that was middle, like during the night of Order 66, not during the day aftermath.
Right.
Which honestly, it's weird that Order 66, I know its official name is Operation Nightfall. I'm surprised that isn't called Night of a Thousand Tears. Like, I think that's a more fitting name than it was for the Mandalorians, because I can definitely tell you right now there wasn't 1,000 tears for the Mandalorians, because there are definitely millions of people who died in the bombing of Mandalore, but whatever.
Yeah, but Gunji and that crew, I mean, they presumably they could have been like together and they just snuck out.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think those younglings were probably what do you think, 10, 11 years old? in Clone Wars
Right.
when we see them. They'd probably be
Right.
what, about 16, around that age, around probably around like that age. And
Yeah.
so
And what do you think's up with them? What do you think they're doing?
probably just going around helping anybody that they can. Um,
Do you think that's the reason we get Inquisitors?
and I it's don't hate me for this, but I think maybe if Star Wars wants to go dark, they're going to show the Inquisitors killing those kids.
Oh, that would be for Bad Batch, bro. Clone Wars gets dark. That would be
Clone
really
Wars,
dark.
Clone Wars had a suicide attempt, and no, not an attempt, a successful
A
suicide.
successful suicide. I was
That
just gonna
when
say
the guy on Mandalore jumped off the building in front of Obi-Wan.
yes. And that was only in the second season.
Clone Wars also in the fourth season on Cartoon Network, I mind you, had Ahsoka decapitate 4 humans.
Oh,
So
and Maul chopped Pre Vizsla's head off.
and Maul stabbed Satine, and she died in her lover's hands. Um, they also cut a lot of limbs off in that show.
Yeah,
They
there's a
all
lot of violence in that show. Now that I think of it.
again, and that's what series, the Skeleton Crew. That's the kind of thing that
Right.
they were
Vibe.
saying. Yeah, same vibe.
Right.
Um,
That would
so
be super bro. If I see Gunji die to like the grenade, that's gonna be so sad. That would
I
actually
know.
be traumatizing to me, bro. What? That's messed up, Alex. I can't believe you brought that up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Okay, the Gunji. I'm gonna cut that little bastard's head off. The Grand Inquisitor. No,
What
it's
would
all
that be like? The Grand Inquisitor's one and only Jedi kill because that dude does
and
nothing.
can't obviously just can't kill anybody. But yeah, I think right now we're looking at the thing that that was one of Star Wars's biggest mysteries coming off of the Clone Wars is what happened to that crew of kids.
Right.
Did they, if they did survive, did they ever go trying to find Ahsoka? I'm surprised that we don't see Ahsoka in the series. I'm very surprised, very shocked that they got Rex twice, but not Ahsoka. And I think I understand why Rex has more plot significance and relevance because he was in the Clone Wars season 7 with them. But you know, I think it's just weird that we haven't gotten Ahsoka. Ahsoka is in everything, so it's just I want to see her. It's weird. I remember. I don't even remember when we talked about this, but I know on stream I have talked about multiple times not wanting to see Ahsoka, but
I really didn't even want to see Jedi in this show, but I'm fine with like Gunji and that. That makes sense to me. Like
yeah,
Padawans, like the Bad Batch has to help. Like it could be a very similar thing to what Quinlan Voss does, or we were told he does in Kenobi. Like the Bad
yeah.
Batch has to escort these Padawans to somewhere safe. But the other problem this adds again is like I feel like too many Jedi are surviving Order 66.
Nah, I mean, again, you got to think it's out of 10,000. We've seen probably what 20 or so survivors.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have. I mean, listen, there's all those Inquisitors. They gotta kill something. So,
Yeah,
like,
and we got to know that like Order 66 didn't kill all of them in one fell swoop. Like
right,
it was
killed a lot
over.
of them.
It killed a lot of them, and it was mainly masters who that was targeted towards. Um, and so I think that's just something to keep in mind that right now, you know, I would say Order 66 on the initial sweep of it probably killed off. I would say probably about half of the Jedi Knights
I'd
and
even say more
Padawans.
than that. I'd say
Yeah,
more than that. I'd
and
say
then
like 3/4 of the Jedi.
and then I'd say the aftermath probably left us with like I'd say about 1,000 left, and that's including Padawans, younglings, and whatnot.
Right.
So, and even Kenobi in this episode referenced, they never know what the Inquisitors did to them, but we never see them again.
Right.
So they either get turned into
Well,
Inquisitors
even Tala,
or
like Tala says, there's been a lot of Jedi to pass through here, so there are Jedi out there, right?
oh yeah, there's lots of them.
Um, yeah, and I think I'm really excited to see Gunji and hopefully the rest of the crew. Cody, obviously, that whole subplot with him and Rex. I really hope that doesn't become a forefront of the show because that takes away from the Bad Batch. But weirdly enough, I think we might actually get. I'm actually fine with more of that because it means less Hunter and Omega episodes. Now, listen, you could have those
Yes.
episodes, but I felt like there was too much of that. I understand you got to
Mhm.
establish those characters, but I feel like we did that, and then what are Tech and Echo's characters at this point?
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing. If I'm going into an episode prediction slash hoping, I unfortunately think they're gonna go. They're gonna remain with 16 episodes. I'm hoping for probably 12, maybe even
Yeah,
just 10. Um, I just think that I think the way if they're gonna do so many episodes, they need to be longer. 20 minutes is not enough time to start a show that's picking up from where another show left off and then trying to make it its own thing.
which is so weird to me because like these even Bad Batch episodes are longer than Rebels and Clone Wars episodes because Rebels and Clone Wars episodes were held to the constraints of television. With
Yes,
Disney Plus, you could do however long you want. So it's like
literally.
it's kind of weird to me. I mean, look at the Bad Batch's strongest episode. It's that what? That 60-minute premiere?
Yeah, and it's amazing. It's because it had time to breathe. And so I feel like once they started going to 20 minutes, you started noticing, oh, this is the plot of the episode. Oh, the episode's done. And that was kind of the problem. The other,
I
oh,
mean, that's
excuse
been the
me.
problem with Rebels and for some Rebels and Clone Wars episodes,
Yeah,
but it was just more prevalent in the Bad Batch. I would agree with
yeah.
that.
And then one of the other problems that I think Bad Batch had was the villain problem. They were trying to establish to us that Crosshair was the villain, but then we didn't see him for half the show.
Right.
And so now that I feel like they've somewhat established him as a villain, now we need to see more of him. And so that's what I'm hoping. I'm hopeful for season 2. We get more of him.
Well, I'm
Maybe,
also a little worried that there's gonna be too many villains, but I think this won't happen. We also have the whole Tantus thing, the whole Mount Tantus thing with the clone, yeah, with the Republic command. What's going on Tantus? I feel like
yeah,
that's gonna be a big thing, right? I mean, that's gonna
yeah,
be probably cloning, and that lends credence to the Grogu idea, because, um, if Gunji and that crew help save Grogu, I would assume that the Empire would be looking for a young Force sensitive to clone, and if they
yeah,
saw a a species of Yoda, they're gonna be like that.
yeah.
So I wonder, do you think
Maybe
Grogu
that's.
in animation is gonna be weird? I don't know if I'd
I
like
know.
it.
Man, we gotta see it first, but yeah, I think maybe that could be a big part of season 2 is that they're trying to protect Grogu from being taken. Which
I
again,
mean, we know Grogu's memory goes dark for a long period of time.
yeah. So
So
it would maybe be realistic that he forgets all of this over the course of what 20 years or so.
yeah, yeah,
So maybe, but who knows? Who knows?
yeah,
I'm hopeful because it's like you said that you bring up the good point. There are a lot of villains for the show. You got Rampart, Crosshair, Cody, Palpatine, the Empire as a whole,
right.
any other mercenaries that they're going to come across.
Yeah. Did we see Boba?
Maybe, maybe we'll see Alpha. Um, but then again, like I think the one worry that I have is we're going to fall into the problem that season uh one had. Sorry, I'm like blanking right now. That season one had the Echo and Tech and Wrecker and just everybody who wasn't Omega or Hunter didn't matter to the team, and so that's my big hope is that they fix that problem. I wanna know more about Echo. I want to know more about Tech. Um,
And again, I have that problem also because they were kind of absent from this trailer. So
yeah,
yeah, I totally
yeah.
agree with that.
I do say because I didn't get to we didn't get to really talk about it. I love the new paint job of the armor. I love that they
Yes, it's
got
like
from the
a
black and the
orangey
red.
look.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
gray and yellow orange.
yeah, I
Um,
like it.
yeah. So yeah,
And
I'm
Omega has armor now.
yes, I love her look. I like her older look a lot more. I like it a lot more.
Yeah,
Um, So yeah, ultimately excited weirdly for the Bad Batch season 2. It's weird. I never thought you'd hear the words "I'm excited for the Bad Batch" coming out of my mind, but
And
here
this
we
show
are.
will lead right into. I mean, it's not going to lead into chronologically, but if it's coming out after Andor, I mean, Andor's going to run all the way until early November. Bad Batch will take us, into February almost. So into the
Yeah, and
Mandalorian season 3.
I'm so sad that we're probably going to go Andor, Bad Batch, and The Mandalorian.
I'm fine with that.
I'm not fine with that. I honestly think that this would have been the perfect show for Miss Marvel to go against.
Yeah, right.
Because
Right.
honestly, the hype for both of them, probably for me around this time, would be the same.
Right.